Commissioners at 6 p.m., the posted time of today's meeting. Again, I'd like to welcome you, whether you're here viewing online or for those who may view in the future. Again, welcome and thank you for interest in the county government. This time I'll call the meeting to order. Madam Clerk, do we have a quorum?
Yes, sir, we have a quorum.
Next, I'd recognize Tiffany Hansen, who's going to lead tonight's pledge, and Commissioner Hutchins, who's going to give tonight's invocation.
Please rise and place the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you have made. We ask you to give us knowledge and wisdom that we can conduct this meeting in your honor. I ask you to put your hands upon our first responders, the police department, the EMS, anyone that protects us and protects the United States. I ask you to bless our 250th year anniversary for freedom. We ask all this in Jesus' name, and all believers say, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Johnny. Next, recognize any elected officials who may be present.
Emily Sis, Mayor of Boston.
Rodney Wills, Mayor Bill.
Next, I recognize any veterans present.
Sheriff Parkman, United States Army. Jamie Yarborough, United States Army.
David Cotton, United States Navy.
Johnny Hudson, U.S. Army. Do y'all have one of the county pins?
Thank you, guys. Thank you for your service. Next, recognize law enforcement that is present.
Danny Howell, Clayton County Sheriff's Office.
Sheriff Parkman, Cleveland County Sheriff's Office.
Thank you, guys, as well. And last but not least, recognize any county department heads.
Logan Roberts, Staff Attorney.
Tiffany Hansen, Health and Human Services. Rebecca Johnson, Social Services.
Josh Quinn, Fire Marshal's Office. Emergency.
Jenna Molyneux, Animal Third.
Thank you, guys. First item on the agenda tonight is motion to adopt the proposed agenda. With that, Commissioners, we've all been presented the agenda. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second? Any discussion? I hear none, all in favor will say aye. Anyone opposed? All right. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Again, we've been presented all the items in the consent agenda in our meeting packets. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor will say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion 2 carries. Next item on the agenda, special recognitions. I'll recognize the clerk, Phyllis Nolan, for North Carolina Governor's Volunteer Service Award.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Commissioners. As coordinator for the North Carolina Governor's Volunteer Service Awards for Cleveland County, I'm excited to be here this evening to recognize our recipient of the 2025 Volunteer Service Award. The Governor's Volunteer Service Award program was created by the Office of the Governor in 1979 to recognize North Carolina's most dedicated volunteers. Over the years, this prestigious award has been bestowed upon countless North Carolinians, each one a beacon of hope and compassion for their neighbors. Their selfless acts of volunteering have left a positive impact on our local communities, making them better, stronger, and more united. The Governor's Volunteer Service Award honors the true spirit of volunteerism by recognizing individuals and groups that significantly contribute to their community through their volunteer service. An individual or group from the public, nonprofit, and private sector may be nominated by a community member for their county designated coordinator for this recognition award. So tonight I'd like to call Jenna Molinax, our Animal Services Director, and anybody she'd like to come up to talk about our 2025 Governor Service Award recipient.
Good evening, Board. It is a tremendous honor and privilege to recognize Miss Linda Samansky for her outstanding volunteer service and unwavering dedication to the animals of our community. Now in her late 70s, Miss Linda continues to inspire everyone around her through her remarkable work ethic, compassion, and commitment. While many people would consider slowing down, Miss Linda volunteers at our shelter with the energy and dedication of someone half her age, contributing more than 40 hours each week to the care and well-being of our animals. What makes Miss Linda so special is not just the number of hours she gives, but the heart she puts in every one of those hours. She's always willing to lend a helping hand, never complains, and never hesitates to take on whatever task needs to be done. Whether it's feeding animals, cleaning kennels, walking dogs, socializing frightened small pets, assisting staff, or helping fellow volunteers, Miss Linda approaches every responsibility with a positive attitude and a genuine desire to make a difference. I would like to share a moment with you that perfectly captures who Miss Linda is. When Hurricane Helene came through our area, conditions were deteriorating rapidly. The weather was becoming increasingly dangerous, and most people were focused on getting themselves to safety and, better yet, home. Yet Miss Linda drove to the shelter to help care for the animals. As the storm worsened, she remained at the shelter, working tirelessly to ensure every animal was cared for and safe. In fact, she was the last person besides myself that was there. Eventually, I had to strongly encourage her that the situation was becoming too dangerous and that we needed to leave. I will never forget what she said to me. She looked at me and said, "But the animals still need us." In that moment, I knew Miss Linda was truly one of a kind. Those simple words speak volumes about her character. They reflect a level of compassion, selflessness, and devotion that cannot be taught. Miss Linda does not volunteer for recognition or praise. She serves because she genuinely cares. She puts the needs of others, especially the animals, before herself day after day, time after time. Miss Linda's impact extends far beyond the animals. Her positive spirit, selflessness, and dedication uplift our staff, volunteers, and visitors every day. She leads by example, showing all of us what true service looks like. She reminds us that the making of a difference is not about grand gestures. It's about showing up consistently, working hard, and caring deeply. Miss Linda is a wonderful person, and we are truly blessed to have her as a volunteer at our shelter. We look forward to seeing her every day, and our organization is kinder, stronger, and more successful because of her presence. Miss Linda, on behalf of everyone at Cleveland County Animal Services and the countless animals whose lives you've touched, thank you for your service, your compassion, and your unwavering dedication. You're an inspiration to all of us. We are honored to know you. We are grateful for your service and proud to have you with our organization. Thank you for making our community better, and congratulations, and thank you for all that you do.
Linda Semensky is hereby awarded the highest designation of appreciation for distinguished volunteer service to the people and the state of North Carolina, and is to be granted and extended all honors and courtesies provided by this office, entitled therewithin by the Certificate of Recognition and Appreciation by the Governor Josh Stein.
Next, we have another special presentation. This will be from Duke Energy Foundation Award. We're going to start with Josh Queen.
So several months ago, Bobby Horton had come up with and brought to our attention a grant that was through the Duke Energy grant, Duke Energy Foundation Award. Worked very hard to get that award. Bobby put in a lot of time. So did Emily Sis, the mayor of Falston, and also with the town of Bellwood. They worked together with the Falston Fire Department. So we got representation from the Falston Fire Chief, Kevin Talent, also here. And what we applied for was a weather siren warning grant for the town of Bellwood. It's an underserved area that we have always in our office seemed as a spot that would need a weather warning system. If y'all are familiar with the weather incidents that happened in Bellwood before, we felt like that was a good place to put it. We do have several of these sirens throughout the county in different spots and different fire departments, but that area just didn't have none. And so that's kind of been a goal of ours, and kind of to make sure that we could place one there. And so with the help of Duke Energy and the Foundation Award, and I can let Craig tell what that award does and what it serves, but we applied for that and we received that award. So,
Correct.
Good evening, Chairman Gordon and members of the Board of Commissioners. On behalf of Duke Energy and the Duke Energy Foundation, it's truly an honor to be here this evening and to support Cleveland County's commitment to public safety. As Josh mentioned, the Duke Energy Foundation is awarding $500,000 in grants to support local storm preparedness and emergency readiness initiatives across North Carolina. Storm preparedness is really about people, making sure communities have what they need before disaster strikes. By supporting local partners who know their communities best, these $25,000 grants help close critical gaps in readiness, improve coordination during severe weather, and enable communities to recover faster. This evening, I'm pleased to announce that Cleveland County Emergency Management has been granted one of the $25,000 grants to support the expansion of the public warning system in the upper part of the county. As you know, storms don't often give us much notice, but preparation makes the difference. This investment in a new public warning siren for the Bellwood and Toluca communities, along with improvements in Falston, fills a critical gap in coverage and helps ensure that more of our neighbors have timely, reliable warning when severe weather strikes. At Duke Energy, we believe strong communities are safe communities. This project reflects the kind of forward-thinking partnership that saves lives and protects families. So this evening, it's my honor to present this $25,000 check to Cleveland County and your emergency management team to support the expansion of your public warning system. Thank you for your leadership, your partnership, and your ongoing commitment to the citizens of Cleveland County.
Thanks, sir. Emily and Kevin and Rodney, would you guys come up as well? Bobby.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Congratulations. Pretty good.
Thank you, Craig.
Mr. Chair, and can I just say, thank you to Craig and Duke Power. You're a great taxpayer, and you're always doing things like this, working throughout the community, and we certainly appreciate you.
Anyone else?
I think Doug covered it well, but we greatly appreciate what you do for the community and for your friendship as well.
Thank you all for all you do. So we have one more presentation tonight. This time I'll recognize David to briefly talk about Charters of Freedom.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. We have Jeff Morris with Foundation Forward, and he is the Western Region's representative who will make the pitch for the Charters of Freedom. Jeff?
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate
Jeff.
it. Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, my name is Jeff Morris. A little background. I retired in 2015 as the town manager of Valdez, where I served it for 35 years. So I'm very familiar with what you all go through, and so I appreciate the opportunity to make this presentation. I represent a nonprofit educational foundation called Charters of Freedom. Our chairman and CEO, Vance Patterson, and his wife, back in 2012, visited the National Archives and visited the Charters of Freedom, or the Rotunda, where the original documents of the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and the Bill of Rights exist. It was his vision, after viewing that, was to bring a replica back to North Carolina so every county would have their own Charters of Freedom. So our foundation has produced, or has put these Charters of Freedom, the settings, right now in over 60 counties of North Carolina. What you're looking at are some of the counties where we have the actual setting, to give you an example of what it looks like. This is a gift that we provide to the citizens of every county. And in particular now, we like to make this gift available to the citizens of Cleveland County. The way this process works, and I've worked closely with your county manager, is we ask you to identify a location that has high visibility and is very accessible to place your Charters of Freedom, your setting. Once you all have agreed to a particular location of your choice, then what we do is we will come in and work with your county manager, your county attorney, and if the commission approves this tonight to go forward, we will create a document known as a letter of intent. And what this letter of intent states is that we will identify all the things that the Foundation Forward are responsible for, the building of the Charters of Freedom, and then the county would also have things that they would want to do as part of this letter of intent. For example, we actually construct the charters, the actual pedestals. The counties select the other options that they would like to include. For example, if they want a concrete apron, if they want landscaping, if they want lighting. These are things that you can add to this project. Those things that you want to add, we'll coordinate and work with you, with our construction crew, to put that all together and have a final product. Again, we'll work closely with your county attorney, your county manager, develop the LOI. If you like what we're doing and would like to have a Charter of Freedom in your county, we'll ask tonight for us to move forward to give the authority to your county chairman to sign the LOI once your county attorneys reviewed it, once your county managers have reviewed it, and once you as individual commissioners have reviewed it. If everything is comfortable, we'll proceed with a pre-construction conference with our construction crew, meet with your people, and hopefully get this constructed as soon as possible. Again, this is a gift that we provide, and we're in 60 counties of North Carolina. We're also in 18 states. One of our settings is located at the Reagan Library. We have presidential libraries, and so we're well established as a nonprofit doing these projects throughout the country. And I'll be glad to answer any questions that anyone might have.
Dave, you got any? Board, do you make any questions?
Just in looking at your handout, how many pedestals is it going to be?
We have 7 pedestals. There'll be a pedestal for the Constitution. There'll be 4 pedestals for one pedestal for the Declaration of Independence, 4 pedestals for the Constitution because it has 4 sections to it. The Bill of Rights will have 1 pedestal. We also offer another pedestal called the Civil Rights Amendments, all the Civil Rights Amendments that have been established. That's a separate pedestal. And then we also have a donor's pedestal for people who want to donate to this project, and that their names will be recognized in a plaque that goes on a pedestal. So there's primarily 7 pedestals that are part of the design of the Charters of Freedom.
So how many square feet of area?
If my memory serves me correct, it's 20 by 40, 20 feet by 40 feet is the land. And we'll work with you because we have different designs depending on the location. It can be a semicircle, it could be straight across. It all depends on what the county would like to have. We are very flexible in meeting the demands of the county. This is your project, this is your Charters of Freedom. We'll accommodate you as much as we can. But let me make, one thing that we always want to make sure is the electives that you choose to add, for example, if you want to put a concrete apron or even a grass apron, landscaping, this is the responsibility of the county. We don't provide that. That's extra, and it just helps to enhance whatever you want to and how you want to enhance the project. It's not completely 100% free. Those things that you want to add would be at the cost of the county. Just to make sure that's clear. And that you can decide later on. I mean, we're not asking for a decision tonight. After we meet with David and present give you time to decide what you want to add to the facility, then you'll come up with a cost. We'll have it in the LOI, letter of intent. The beauty of this right now is this is all coinciding with the 250th celebration. Our goal is to have all 100 counties completed by the end of 2026. We're working with the General Assembly. We're working with Senator Alexander and his committee, the legislative committee for the quincentennial, and so we're right there in the middle of everything that's going on throughout the state.
Well, I personally think it's a great idea because I don't think enough people are exposed to it. I mean, we grew up in school where we had to look at it and read it and were exposed to it. I'm not sure people are being exposed to how our country got here and all this. And I mean, I think it's a wonderful idea personally.
And that's the main thing behind it is when Vance Patterson, he wanted these documents to be present in every county so that our school children can have access to it. One of the things one of the things we also do is we provide scholarships to the school systems to cover any costs associated with field trips so they can have their 3rd and 6th grades through the 6th grade visit the setting as an educational opportunity.
Yeah, be a great one.
Thank you for what you're doing. I'm sure it's required a tremendous amount of work on your behalf.
Well, we appreciate that.
And others, but thank you. And
It's a labor of love. It's a very patriotic thing that we like to do. We're proud to be Americans.
So what do we need, like a motion?
So let me ask this question. I think this will help. So
Yeah.
Jeff and David, so the night's only to accept a gift, so we got plenty of time to figure out the location and all that.
Yes.
That's correct, sir. You're not committing 100% until once you meet with your county staff and decide what amenities you want to add, you'll see the total cost. Then you'll authorize the chairman, if you want to continue, to sign the LOI. And we'll have that presented to the county attorney, to David, and to you all as well to review before the chairman signs, if he's interested to sign it.
And the only thing I'd add, to make sure the board's aware, not to say that it has to go here, the board, we can decide that at any time, but with the Justice Center project, with the plaza being built, nothing's poured out there yet, so it could coincide with the timing to work well.
That's what I started to say. It should work well since we're doing that.
Yeah. And again, when we do the LOI, you'll have to establish the location because that address has to be included.
Yeah.
And I've talked to David about it, and that's a great potential location.
Yeah. And it would be exposed to a lot of people there.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the pleasure of the board?
You need a motion.
So couple things, I mean, I guess
How
the
do you
board
need
could
it?
always wait for the next meeting if they wanted to, but this would be, yeah, so if we wanted to move forward, so we'd need a motion to accept the gift and then allow a manager to work with Jeff, with the attorneys to figure out what board input on where it's located at and what they want as far as the other amenities.
Well,
I
I
make
can
a motion that we accept the gift because I think it's a good thing and this program's been going on for quite a few years.
Yes, sir.
I'll second it.
Any other discussion? Just make sure this is not fun. We have plenty of work. The board will have ample opportunity for input.
Yes.
We might even go visit one of the local ones. I see there's some fairly close by.
And we have one in Burke County.
Yeah, Burke County
Okay.
Burke County.
and Catawba.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Pope
And
County,
Pope.
yeah,
And your setting will be a brick, and it can match the brick.
of the,
We just did a dedication in one of Rowan County where they had rock facade next to their new administration complex, and we had the same rock placed for their facade. So,
We have a motion, second, any further discussion? Not all those in favor will say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Thank you very much, Jeff. Appreciate this tonight. We look forward to working with you.
thank you, sir. I look forward to working with the county commission and with Dave and his staff. Thank you all.
Before we adjourn, does any commissioners have anything they'd like to report?
Before we come back, Commissioner, Hutchins is gonna have a birthday and want to say happy birthday. He was a firecracker born on 4th of July.
Yeah, I sent Donald a birthday card. I looked one coming back from him, you know. And, he's gonna have a big celebration on her birthday.
I bet he's doing it for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
One thing about it too, we had the Trailblazers at the gun range today. There was about 60 of them. And they utilized 3 portions of the range. They really enjoyed it. The Trailblazers is a group that work with the youth to get them outside, to teach them what's going on the outside. So they were very appreciative, and I appreciate the ones that volunteered to help out there today. It turned out real well.
Anybody else? Any of you guys? Good. All right, so, the next meeting of the Cleveland County Board of Commissioners will be held here in the chambers on Tuesday, July 14th, 2026, beginning at 6 p.m. With that, if there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Assuming not, but any discussion? Not all in favor will say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, we're adjourned. Thank you, guys. Happy 4th.